Hey, you guys just missed it. She honestly shared the truth. And she said the glasses do it for her. You know what I'm wearing to bed tonight?
No.
Oh,
God.
yeah, baby. Oh, do me.
And you'll be playing a song. Do it to me one more time.
Except we'll do it in Elmer Fudd voice. Do it to me one more time.
Yeah.
We could do it in.
1, 2, 3.
We could do it in Asian voice. Oh, do it to me one more time. Oh, I haven't offended the Asians in a while. Frank.
Hello.
Yo, buddy. Oh, he's so long. Anyway, welcome to another exciting and offensive episode of FeelItRealFun.com.
For all. On the 21st of June, 2024, our shortest day. People on the other side of the
It is our shortest day of the year.
Your longest day of the year.
It's your longest, our shortest.
They're all hanging out at Stonehenge.
Really?
And actually
they're hanging out. They're stoning out at Hangedge.
Well, you know where they're
The
actually
two,
hanging
man.
out? Down in Tasmania.
Right.
To celebrate the shortest day of the year, it's a nude swim. It would be freezing.
I used to do that.
Oh my God!
Yeah, absolutely,
So it's massive. Apparently, 3,000 people.
The coldest and shortest day of the year, I'd be in East Park Falls. The magistrate, who used to be the chief of police, lived right up on the hill from there.
With binoculars.
Well, he comes out one day. He goes, "How's your swim, boy?" So I loved Old Man Haggerty. He was great.
Old Man Haggerty.
Old Man Haggerty. Then Young Man Haggerty became the magistrate after Old Man Haggerty retired. He had a dog named Otis, a little pit bully kind of thing, just loved me, right? But I seem to digress, and welcome to another exciting episode. Luke, I am your father. Oh, you're inviting people too. That's great. Hey, invite your friends, people, because the more people that show up, it's not about numbers. It's about people actually watching this shit, and it makes it fun, because I like to flirt.
Yeah.
So, we talked about your manifesting questions. Yes?
It's your manifesting questions.
Yes.
Answered live.
Yes.
Yes. So join remarkable.com.
That's right. We're gonna do that a couple times today. You guys that aren't, I honestly don't get why not.
Yeah.
Like seriously, it's $100 a month,
Yeah.
right? So we'll get that out of the way, and people go, "Oh, that's a lot of money." Well, God damn it, what are you missing out on, right? Oh, you're so offensive. Anyway, you're missing out on fun shit.
Yes.
Wrong, you're wrong.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
All right, let's dive in, Victoria, shall we?
Okay.
So
Our first question today is from new Natalia in the LOA Group. Hello, Natalia.
And we're titling it, "This is So Complicated."
And then that or not?
It's 387 words. Let's go
Right.
while everybody arrives.
Okay, so Natalia says, hi, I need some advice. I've been working on my scene.
No. Read it exactly.
I have been working on my SC since September and done a course.
Okay, I was going to say SC, but...
Or SC course.
Yes.
I've been feeling good the past week. What I want to manifest is my SP. So, a special person for people that might not
Well, it could be a
in the know.
specific person. Don't know.
Oh, right.
By the way, Natalia, I am not picking on you. What I'm going to point out is how complicated this is becoming.
Because this is her actual post, is it? That, like she
Yes,
wrote
absolutely.
SC and SP.
Coral says self-concept. That to me is mind reading. I don't know if she means self-concept or subconscious or who the fuck knows.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So this is really important.
So what I want to manifest is my SP, who in August said he doesn't want to be with me anymore and that we're not a good match. He then, in January, did the thing I feared the most. Went back to the mother of his child. We started seeing each other when they were together, and then he left her for me.
Okay, this is really complex. This is so complicated.
In November, so that was in January he did, and then in November I got moved from my old position at my job to one that I really hate. Me and SP work together.
All right, so I'm letting Victoria read this because it's hypnotic. And it probably feels bigger than you.
Yeah.
right? When something is hypnotic and it feels bigger than you, it's a shit show.
You just get drawn in. I mean, not necessarily you or me, but when you feel like you're in that position, it's a shit show because you just get drawn more and more into the
Let me tell you what happened and what
Yes.
caused what happened and what caused what happened.
Yes.
And before that, and what it comes back to is salt. Somebody hashtag salt.
Hashtag salt.
But I'll get back to that in a bit.
Okay. I wanted to manifest our relationship being put back at my old position where SP works and have the work dynamic we used to, because I loved it when we worked together back then. We haven't said hi to each other in months at work. Every chance I had of being moved to my old position was always destroyed after. So I've been here for 7 months now.
Skip down. Scroll. I'm done.
Okay.
Everybody's here.
All right.
All right.
So where do we go to?
I've done the methods. Feels like okay. So I asked, could we make it shorter? In other words, I want you to break your own damn trance.
Yeah.
This is really important. We got a really cool live call coming up on Monday. Crass commercial. All right. We've sent it out in the emails. We'll send it out again tomorrow. Well, actually, it's USA Sunday, Australia Monday. But the next ones after that, we're going to talk about the trance dance. But I seem to digress. Let's go to the super summary, and we're going to note that 23 words here. So the initial one, remember,
was
387 words, and we got about halfway through. Okay, so now so I asked for a super summary.
So we've got 23 words for the desire now.
Yep, let's do it.
And
Let's
it's
go
that
for
in
it.
italics, is it?
Well, I hope so.
Well, I could count as I talk. But anyway, how do I change the belief that whenever I want something, I will be put in my place and will get the opposite?
Pretty complicated. So that's the state of desire. Let's keep going.
I haven't been able to change the thinking that SP and 3P are a happy family, and I feel like I'm someone who came into their life and interrupted it. I feel abandoned completely.
Get all the complication here. To me, it feels like being a pinball in a pinball machine. We're getting toward the real desire here, and it has to do with not being a pinball in a pinball machine. Let's continue.
Have been using sleep tapes and affirmations like, I am good enough, people never leave me, etc. But it always feels like I'm fooling myself and forcing myself to think that way. But the reality is how it is. My brain has been fighting for months.
All right, that didn't update. So, okay, so let's recap with complications. Ready? SC, SP, 3P, the universe puts me in my place, and I'm new here. I'm glad you're here, because it's time to put an end to all this crazy stuff that's hypnotized you. Now, I don't know what SC means. I suspect I know what SP means. I can figure out what 3P means, and it's all these things out there. And again, SC could be seen, could be subconscious, could be self-concept, could be anything, and it's all bullshit. It absolutely is all bullshit, right? So what it comes down to, as far as I can tell, is let's know one little bit here. Okay, this is the next one, right? Yep. My brain has been fighting for months. My brain has been fighting for months. Again, it's like there's something out there called your brain that you've been fighting with for months. So we explore something really simple here. Your awareness of being as God. And your attention here is all over the place. And since your attention is all over the place, you find yourself comparing what you want to what you don't have, what you didn't have, what you could have. All kind of weird comparison goes on. You guys that are considering the call, look at the chart. Right? And when all that comparison goes on, then you get a shit show of conversations. Look at that chart. And what I'm inviting you back to is awareness of being. What will change your life is having awareness of being dance with attention. And now I've just blown everybody away. Join us on that live call. I swear to God, you're going to get this in a whole new way. And this is vital because when you get your awareness of being is aware of being. It is aware of everything being. Your attention gets to be attracted to something. Your attention gets you involved with something. And what happens here is you're all over the place. Scattered, shattered. And what you get to do is start playing with some very simple desires and letting them simply be about you. Not about where you work, what department he's in, what you had, what could be possible, the SP, the happy family, all this stuff. It's the most complicated one that I've had in a long time. And if it's complicated for me, it's complicated for you.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is go to howtofeelitreal.com. Sign up for those 7 lessons. Forget about this massive story about a problem and just play with those little tiny things for fun stuff for 7 days and email me. Because and by the way, talk about complicated. I've been using sleep tapes and affirmations, and it feels like I'm fooling myself. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Right? That shit always feels like you're fooling yourself. You don't need sleep tapes to eat a meal. You don't need affirmations to eat a meal. You imagine something and you go, fuck, this is good. And you eat it. What are we having today? Watch her.
Loin chops.
Lamb loin chops.
Yes.
I saw those in the market and went, oh my God. I'm instantly imagining lunch, and I come home and she catches it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Right, Luke, someday present. Yeah, here's the thing. The first 2 in that column on that chart have to deal with the present now. Right, there's the present now. Someday is all about comparison. And it is just yuck. So, howtofeelitreal.com. Notice how easy we can imagine up lunch. It all gets to be this way, but you really got to explore heaps of cool shit and stop falling for dumb shit. So, let's begin there, but stick around. We're going to keep answering your question as we go into some much simpler seeming ones.
Okay.
All right. Anything you want to add in, Victoria?
No, thank you, Natalia. Do that. Go to howtofeelitreal.com. Do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And walk away from all this other shit entirely. By the way, promise yourself you'll just do what we do for 30 days and watch what happens. It's probably going to take you a little while to stop dropping all the dumb shit. And that's all right. But I can promise you this, if you're not adding cat shit to coffee, you're going to enjoy the coffee a lot more. So.
Cool.
Boom. Next.
Okay. The next one's from questions from Ludmilla. How can I see myself as lovable?
Remarkable people. This is very cool. We're going to explore process today. Because if we try to change content when process is screwing you, you're going to get what Neville called it, feeling is the secret. Let's go.
Ludmilla asks, I don't know how to see myself as lovable in my own body that has so many flaws. Since I was conscious of me being me, I dislike myself. When I try, it feels like an absolute lie. And I'm always reminded from others how big I am.
All right, so ready? Visual, auditory, kinesthetic. I don't like how I see myself. I don't know how to see myself as lovable in my own body that has so many flaws. So you're looking at your body, trying to see your body differently, and you've got commentary going on inside of there. So in other words, you've got a lot of comparison going on that's leading to shitty conversations. Everyone look at that chart. All right, this is so freaking life-changing. When you stop running comparison, right, the conversations will die. And then the dance between awareness and attention just will change your entire life. I seem to digress. Since I was conscious of me being me, I disliked myself. My question is, how do you do that? Right? The first way you do that, you just demonstrated, I don't know how to see myself as lovable. You don't see yourself as lovable. You start loving. Because love is what you are. But we'll keep going. When I feel it, when it feels, I try, it's like an absolute lie. and I'm always reminded from others how big I am. How do they remind you? Or do they stand in front of you and gesture like, will you hold the mic?
Yep.
Do they stand there and you see them going, right? Or do they say something like, damn, you're fat.
And you've just, tainted that being. Do they not even say that? And then you're just thinking, that's how they see me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's all these crazy inner conversations going on. Look at that chart. I'll put a link up to it somewhere. But these crazy inner conversations are happening because you're comparing instead of accepting a new version of you. When you start accepting a new version of you, I've lost at least 45 pounds of fat since the first of the year. And people will blame the diet. Now, here's the funny thing. I belong to Facebook groups where people eat similar to me. And there are a lot of them there that do this thing that I don't called struggle. And some of them say, it ain't working for me. Well, I don't struggle, and it is working for me. Right? And am I not struggling, and why is it working for me? Because I imagined something and my behavior changed. I didn't change my behavior to change an outcome. I changed me, my behavior changed, and my body has changed radically. Look at any video of ours from December, and look at me now. Right? So 6 months. Now, I know someone's going to say whatever they're going to say, some kind of bullshit. But the reason why is I didn't start with, I didn't know how to see myself differently. That's a different process than what we do here. What we do here is a scene is how you experience what you experience. How would you experience you differently if you had already, right, lost 50 pounds? How would you experience yourself differently? I bet you all the inner conversations would stop. I bet you wouldn't be comparing yourself the way that you do now. If you did, you'd probably be going, fuck, I was fat 6 months ago. It'd be a very different spontaneous utterance that comes out of you. So, this is the beginning. Crass commercial for this. JoinRemarkable.com. We're really exploring some cool shit there. That's all I'm going to say. The other bit, we did a call called Remembering When. You can get that at NevilleGoddardStore.com, where I really went into exactly how I shifted to break out of the loop I was in. So that's the Remembering When call at NevilleGoddardStore.com. And, of course, the global thing, JoinRemarkable.com. I'm serious about anybody who hasn't. I don't understand why not. But actually, in a way I do. I'm a shit marketer, right? For some reason, I haven't bothered putting up something that really helps you guys get what you're going to get. On the other side of the coin, the real reason why you haven't, if you haven't, is you're imagining it's a big expense and you're hoping something will happen. And I'm just saying, stop hoping. Stop doubting. We did a call on doubt, too, but we're not going to talk about that. All right, Victoria, let us continue. Ludmilla, thank you for asking. And notice this is not about changing how you see yourself so your commentary changes. It's, wow, if you actually shifted. Let's continue. Stick around. We're going to keep answering your question and more.
I find it easy for me to sort of move. When I imagine lovingly for others, it's also imagining lovingly for self. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
And I really find it helps me move into loving everything. Like, imagine lovingly for other people, but for me too. And it just promotes a shift inside me. Okay,
I'll run with that.
Yeah.
Ready? So you're imagining your friends are little bitches. Fuck. They're always telling me how fat I am. If they only had you're imagining something shitty about your friends. Right? Or in other words, people.
Yeah, I'm always reminded from others
how
big I am.
Yeah, right. So here's what I do. This is a very different process. I don't imagine shit about the scale, by the way. I could care less about it. What's my number one imagining my number one daily imagining and experience when it comes to how my body has changed?
I don't know about
You hear about it all the time. It happened today in Woolies.
when other people come up to you and just say, look.
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought that was you. You lost a lot of weight.
Yes.
Yeah. Right? Do you realize how happy they are to congratulate me? Right?
Yeah, they can hug you.
They hug me. I got 2 hugs
Like
from these ladies I've
yesterday.
never hugged before today.
You can't see you're not using your cane anymore.
Yep.
You're working out in the gym.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bree
lovely.
found me in the gym yesterday, right? I know Bree from the pool. Last time I saw Bree was about 2 months ago. And she's like, 20, I didn't even know that was you. Like, there was no walking stick, so on and so forth. You look so different. I'm like, yo, baby, yo, baby, yo, baby, yo, on the inside, right? So what happens yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I'm in the gym, and Bree's new in the gym working with clients. She's got her professional client certification bullshit, and she's working with 3 clients, and I'm using the machine, and I went, good morning, Bree. Yeah, wow. 20, yeah, da-da-da. Right? So if other people's shit is bothering you, right, this is a different process. How do I see myself? You're never going to pull that off. That's too complicated. But a compliment's pretty easy, isn't it? Especially if, like, you're always being reminded.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if people are coming up saying, damn, I didn't even know that was you.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
And by the way, my buddy John at the pool, he told me one day, he goes, you know what, if I didn't come here every 2 weeks or so, I wouldn't know you were you. Uh-huh.
Lovely.
Boom. So, let us continue. Yeah. I'll fix those notes up, because that's just whack.
Cool.
Okay, now we got DDD Jesse.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't get the last updates. That's bullshit. The show's over. Right? No, it ain't. No, we got DDD Jesse.
Yeah, no, it's not after accidentally. Yeah, okay.
Hope
excellent.
not.
Thank you. I think that was for Lamilla for your question.
That is the rightness. Everyone said it shall prevail.
The next question's from Dream Driven Day. Jesse, sneaky sign searching. And Jesse asks, how would you recommend I stop checking my body or what moves today before me to tell if I've actually felt it real?
Join remarkable.com.
There you go.
How's that for subtlety? All right?
Yeah.
How do you recommend I stop checking my body? It's sort of like saying, how do I stop myself from swearing? Right? Mm-hmm. Or how do I stop myself from seeing the color orange? Or how do I stop... versus radio, what do I want to say? What I want to say is join remarkable.com. What I want to say, if we get so involved, the old Triple D thing, you fall so in love that you wear it like a fragrant odor. Right? She's got a smell I enjoy, love hugging her. Are there other people that have smells I don't enjoy? Don't get anywhere near hugging them. Right? The only thing you need to know, you get to notice if you've actually slid into the Sabbath, your reactions are going to change. The only reason we did Magic to the Max, you can get that at NevilleGoddardStore.com. It's a live call. The only way you can check for signs is if you doubt. The only way you can doubt is to deny your divinity. So if you're doing anything out of doubt, most people will go to war against their doubt instead of using doubt as a tool, because doubt is a tool that gets used as a weapon when you doubt your divinity. And you came here to dance, right? You're 100% human, 100% divine, and it's like doubting your right side or your left side. In other words, it's like having a spiritual stroke. When somebody has a stroke, they tend to lose one side or the other somewhat. And then they got to re-coordinate the whole damn things. So,
I'm wondering as well how many buns in the oven Jesse's got, because
2.
2. There you go.
Yeah, he's got a right bun and a left bun. He's got the. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just being cheeky.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. By the way, I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph Goddard to the Max.com. I just did something that I don't know if I release it or not. I do so much writing and recording in a day. You guys have no clue, right? And this poor woman has to put up with all of it, right? Start playing with your Jogos, pal. Yeah, you got a lot of them going on. JosephGotterToTheMax.com. You're not going to have time to check.
No, it's you'll just be noticing. Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Yeah, I only imagined that this morning.
Yes.
So yeah, that'd be nice.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Excellent.
That was a good one, Victoria.
Oh wow! Thank you.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you, Jesse.
Alex is the link man.
Yes, and I noticed Luke did one before as well.
Luke is the link man.
Alex and Luke are link men today.
The link man.
Okay, and the last question today is from remarkable Lisa Ann Rock.
Yes.
Perfect love redeems.
Notice how this fits in with all the prior ones. All right?
Perfect.
Hers is always the first one on my thing. All right? And then notice how it fits in with all the priors. Let's do it.
Okay. And Lisa asks, hi, 20 in Victoria. Neville relays to us his meditation on the perfect state, coming upon a scene similar to the ancient pool of Bethesda.
Yes.
A great multitude of impotent folk, blind, halt, withered, I don't know what halt is, but waiting not for the moving of the water, but for Neville. Moulded as by the magician of the beautiful, all-missing members, were drawn from some invisible reservoir and moulded in harmony with the perfection he felt springing within himself. Neville said, I took all my perfections and redeemed them. Oh, this is perfect for the other questions.
All my imperfections. Yes.
We only bless others by first giving ourselves perfection. In Remarkable, Mark shared an encounter with a homeless family. He, without hesitation, went to them and showed care. His account in the group brought more perfect love to them. This is nearly making me cry. Thank you, 20 in Victoria, for providing a place where perfection is taught and shared.
You want to go first?
No.
No. Perfect.
Okay.
All right, let's roll up.
Oops.
So we're going to answer this through all the other questions.
Okay, and I'll just hit here so...
Okay,
I don't know how to get
Natalia.
Yes.
Ready? Instead of feeling like an intruder, a cause of problems, what if you just held the SP, the SC, the 3P? What if you just scrapped all that shit, all those acronyms? I'm assuming at least some of this is people, right? And like subconscious or whatever the fuck that means. What it is, it's about you, and it's about them. Yeah, and it's about a her, a him, a you, maybe a child, a puppy, I don't know. Hi, Emmett, I love you. What if you just simply held them in love? Right? Just imagined them happy. So we get to redeem them instead of feeling as though I cursed them. If I feel as though I cursed them, I'm going to feel as if I'm cursed. And it's just endless complication versus what you actually are is love. You don't go chasing what you are. You reveal what you are. How can I look at this little dog and love him? Ready? What's the next one? Oh, it's the wrong scroll, ain't it? Ludmilla. How do I see myself as lovable? You don't. Right? What you do is you discover that what you do is you start loving yourself now by remembering when you were fat, didn't like yourself, got criticisms instead of compliments. Get that remembering when recording. And if you really want to have some fun, join us in Remarkable. Next one.
I think it was Jesse the next. I just double checked. Yep. Jesse?
Jesse. God, you know, I think of my... If there were mobile phones when I dated my second girlfriend, she would have been checking my mobile phone all the time.
Yeah.
Not because of my behavior, but because of her perception. Right? Before me, she dated a guy that cheated on her. Guess what I got to deal with? To the day we broke up. Right? So this whole thing of sneaky sign searching, I don't even like touching her phone. It's an Android. Right? I wouldn't dare. Yeah, and I have no interest in checking anything on her phone. Ever. Right? 20, will you see who that was? No. Right? Will you turn it off? Oh, fuck me. How do I turn it off? Right? It's an Android. I don't get them. Right? But I have no interest in ever checking her shit. Why? Because there's a love that we are and a love that we share. That redeems both of us from a lot of bullshit. Because if I felt any need, I don't know. I mean, she's awful cranky when I got home. She's awful happy when I got home. She's awfully neutral when I got home.
Why are you happy?
Yeah. Why are you happy? Why are you cranky? Why are you neutral? It's got to be a him, right?
Yeah.
In other words, we've made it complicated, right? Because I'm comparing her to that girl, right? Because I dated a girl that cheated on me, right? And then I get all those weird conversations. Check that chart. Join us on the Sunday call. And Lisa and LaRock, Perfect Love Redeems. You know, I think of love, and there's this eternal stillness and space that I share with her. And in that eternal stillness and space that I share with her, it's like an ocean giving rise to waves. I mean, to continuously experience ups and downs and lefts and rights and all kinds ofs. And when you get that you're the ocean, you're the waves, you're the surfer, you're the surf, it just becomes a hell of a lot more simpler, right? Two ladies, I've never hugged them before, right? All I know is from walking past them and doing what we do. Anya was here. Anya's been to the dog park and on the trails with us, and she understands my philosophy of your ass is mine. Right?
Yes.
And poor Victoria, she talks to me through these glasses as I'm walking into the pool.
And I can hear everyone's ass being his.
Yeah, and if somebody stumbles into missile lock range, their ass is mine. And she's gotten really good at just having a giggle or whatever, because we'll be halfway through a sentence, and it'll start. Their ass is mine. They've entered the launch parameters, and I get them, right? Because I get their love. And I just want them to remember and notice that. And then we'll get to the next one. And then we'll get to the next one. And then we get to the next one. This is literally the spark of love that you are sees the spark of love that they are. Redemption is the only thing that's possible. On the other hand, when the eyes go glint, go dim, you become Saul. Right? Saul had the scales fall off of his eyes. He could see. He became Paul the Apostle. Saul was kicking ass. Right? Because seeing is not a passive experience. Seeing is the light flowing forth. Seeking is a passive experience. Seeking is the light not flowing forth. And when the light,
I love that. And obviously the seeing is not, look, because symbolically the scales fell from his eyes, but it's not the eyes. It's
yes.
not just the seeing.
Yes.
It's like we see even if we're blind.
when the light is not put under a bushel basket, I'm not seeking for her to do or not do something to make me happy. I just experience joy with her. When the scales have fallen off the eyes, think about this. Saul, before the scales fell off of his eyes, persecuted. Right? He went after the Christians. He persecuted. He put them to death. Right? Why? Because it wasn't because of what he was seeing. He was literally blinded, and they got to experience blindness, right? And then awakened. right? Now, here's the cool thing. When you stop denying the perfection of the rose unfolding, at any time in our garden, except for like right now, it's a harsh winter, there are flowers, there are roses opening at their own perfect rate. And if Victoria every day went, rightio, there's imperfection with that rose, there's imperfection in the garden, it's all imperfect, I have to go hurry it up. And she went out and she hurried up the rose. It's like, rightio, this one's opening up too slow. Right? She's not going to reveal the rose. It's not going to be redeemed. If she starts ripping at the rose to open it up faster, she doesn't get a faster rose. She gets a mess. On the other hand, if she can just enjoy the rose naturally opening at the rate and speed in which it does, she planted it, she can prune it, and it'll happen at the perfect rate. So when we stop asserting imperfection, we get to experience endless perfections unfolding and blossoming. For those of you who haven't, join remarkable.com. That's one word, by the way. Right.
Joinremarkable.com.
Anything else?
Oh, no, I think that was fabulous, babe. And I loved Mark's share in the joinremarkable.com group. How we helped the homeless family.
By the way, he cared enough. You can be careful or caring. I don't know about Remarkable 20. I mean, I got to be careful with my money, right? I got to be careful about everything. Got to be careful against you, right? It's like, radio. Here's Darkery, being caring for a family. In other words, he's caring. He's embodied caring, right? And he cares enough to experience caring with this family. Then he brings it to the Remarkable family. He's caring enough, he's caring incarnate, and it ripples into the Remarkable family. Okay? Lisa was touched enough to bring it to the show. Caring, not careful. I bet you $1,000 she didn't ask Mark, can I mention this? She was caring, not careful. Careful is killing you. Right? On the other hand, caring now has you getting this. And if nope, thank you. Cool. So I win $1,000, right? Now this caring ripples out into the world with anyone who watches this show. Caring. Or you could all be careful, put up boundaries. Yep, I need boundaries. Careful. Right? Why? Let's compare things. Right? Well, there was a man someplace that did something mean, and so therefore, since he's a man, let's compare him to other men. Comparison. Look at that chart. Join us on USA Sunday. And Alex, thank you for sharing the links and Luke too.
Oh, and there's Mark said, and I'm happy she did.
Yeah, ain't that cool?
Yeah.
It's caring, what do we call it in Forex trading? Compounding. Careful is division. It's divisive. It's subtractive.
Caring's a multiplier.
Caring is a multiplier. It's an exponential multiplier. It compounds. Right?
Cool.
All right.
And Alex has just put up a link to the chart. I can't check if it's right.
Yeah, we trust Alex.
Yeah. Thanks, Alex.
Explicitly. And he's a funny guy. Yeah, funny guy. Funny guy.
Cool.
Funny guy.
Excellent.
Get it? Phony guy.
Okay.
Funny guy.
Yeah. So I can see, how fabulous is that? And like the Neville quote, I took all my imperfections and redeemed them.
Yes.
And how we can only give to ourselves perfection.
But I'll keep going. She does this to me. This happens all day long here. Right? I took all my imperfections. Ready? It's not about the world isn't perfect. I must make the world perfect. That's not perfect. My imperfections. When I stop asserting my imperfections, in other words, projecting them out there, if that plant wasn't fucking wilted, I could have a decent show. Right? I wouldn't swear. Right? Plant's fault. Right? Imperfect plant means imperfect show. When I stop making those assertions and declare forth that it's all perfectly blossoming, unfolding, You did that.
Gorgeous. So thank you, Lisa, for your question.
Hoo-ha.
And what we would like to know is tell us what was your hashtag strawberry bit.
Good Lord. How would I find one?
Mine is that. That's how perfect.
Perfect.
The one from Lisa, and how much it gave to all, and how you then addressed all the other the 3 other questions. But yeah,
Cool.
glorious.
I don't plot out or plan out the perfection. There's so much divine perfection in the shows. And it's not because I'm cool. It's because I get the fuck out of my own way. You want to know what a call with me is like? A live group call, one-on-one, whatever. All I'm doing is inviting both of us to get the fuck out of our ways. And when most encounters with most people, most of the time, from what I can tell, it's this clever back and forth. It's this versus radio. Let's explore the perfection of the moment, of the magic, of the emergent. So, hoo-ha. Love you, Frank. All right.
Cool.
So, Victoria, let's tell them.
Okay, so joinremarkable.com.
Beautiful.
Yes.
That's one word. Joinremarkable.com.
Yes.
You get a big thing of goodies when you join. And you get to join in the live calls. You get to join in the little Facebook group. And it's just fun to join in. We've got a public group of like over 50,000 people. And Facebook says like 1,000 of them are active. And out of the 1,000 that are active, maybe 200 are what I'd consider very active, and maybe 20 of them post. Out of 50,000. Remarkable's got some very different statistics.
Yeah.
But what I notice in public groups where there's no skin in the game, it's your distraction of the day club. On the other hand, if you get tired of fucking living in, like, Scrollville, just scrolling for a distraction so you don't notice how you feel about yourself, all right? If you want to dive deeper, join remarkable.com. All right. So I grabbed your stick.
Oh, that's good. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right, because it's fun.
Yeah. Cool.
I've been sharing on my public line shit that I wrote 10, 12 years ago. And you can see it, how it's emerged into Remarkable today.
Oh,
really,
cool.
really cool.
Nice.
So, love you guys. Have a lovely day.
Yeah, see yous.
I'm going to go to the